Welcome back, Fargo. My name is Wyatt Carlson, and I'm your host and community engagement strategist with the Comms GA team at the City of Fargo. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, Connie Auden, who is a previous Human Rights Award recipient for his contributions in forwarding human rights within our community. With over 12 years of experience in human rights, workforce development, and youth and women's empowerment, Connie is a driving force for positive change right here in Fargo. As I've mentioned in previous lives, nominations for the 2025 Human Rights Awards are now open through January 1st. You can nominate a member of our community at fargond.gov/MLK for either the youth, adult, or business nonprofit category. So thanks again for being here today, Connie. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? Can you tell me a bit about who you are and your role within the community?
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me. My name is Connie Auden, and I am not a lot in the community, but mostly people call me a community leader, but I think I'm just a member of the community. I am the executive director of New Root Midwest. It is immigrant-owned organizations working a lot of things for the immigrant community. A lot of them come into the office for daily basis looking for help in Fargo-Moorhead area. We call it Fargo-Moorhead. And also, I am district liaison at Moorhead area public schools. That's who am I.
Very cool. Can you tell me a bit about what you do in those roles, just at a high level?
Yeah, in Moorhead Public Schools, I do connect to mostly for the parents, especially when there's teachers' parent meetings, and also doing a little bit more communication interpretations for the meetings as well. If maybe some parents want to go to the district, they go through me and all that. Through my roles with New Root Midwest, it's more than that. People sometimes coming with a lot of different problems to our office. Sometimes go with them outside, solve problems. Sometimes simple as do job applications and all that. So that's what I do in the community.
Very cool, very cool. So previously, you were awarded one of the MLK Awards. That was last year, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit about that award, like receiving that and what that meant to you?
Actually, receiving that award is a lot to me, and also the people who I serve, the people who looks like me. Originally, I came from Somalia. Actually, I did not witness those challenges that people who looks like me witness here in America. But I learned a lot about that when I came in this country. And I learned a lot about the movement as well. Winning that award, not only an honor to me, but also it gives me an energy to keep what I have been doing in the community before. Also, one of the things that I want to mention is I did not also win that award alone, but also I have a lot of team behind me who are doing a lot of the day-to-day job in our office as well.
Wonderful. Can you talk to me a little bit about receiving that award, what specifically you were nominated for your work in the community?
I was nominated for helping the community in Fargo-Moorhead area specifically, but I don't even know who nominated me. But also, I always mention that looking in my team, day to day, doing the job that they have been doing, I'm like, I believe they will be more better than someone who is better than me who should get this award, right? But I was honored to get an award, and also I was very honored to be on the stage. Getting an MLK award is also putting me on a stage where, like, yes, I am a little bit looks like him.
Mm-hmm. You're very humble, Connie, in the way that you're talking about receiving this award and how it wasn't just you, furthering your efforts. But can you talk a little bit about what inspired you to begin this kind of work in the Fargo community?
That's a good question. Like I mentioned before, I came from Somalia. It's a small country in East Africa. And in Somalia, where I come from, it's a small city called Hodod. This city, I was running a non-profit organization back home as well called CBHR, Center for Peace and Human Rights, and helping girls go to school mostly. And if the question is who give me the courage that I am here today, is my mom, because I grew up in a household of 8 siblings. And my mom is the only person who's always doing a lot of things in our household, coming to the house every day, doing a lot in the house space, going outside, working outside, and coming back, make sure that we dress up, going to school again, giving the hope that we need. 1990 is when the Somali central government collapsed. That year is the year that I was born. And when I was 9 years old, asking these questions to my mom, why you are the only person doing a lot in our household, she always said that it's not safe, man, to go outside and do some work. That was not enough excuse to me to give to my father. But my father is my father, and I love him. Who is he? But I always gonna give that award or that credit to my mom, who give us that hope. Not only me, also my siblings as well.
No, that's wonderful. That's great backstory to what really got you involved in the community and where you were involved previous to the Fargo-Moorhead community. Can you maybe talk about a defining moment or a project that you've worked on recently or previous to receiving this award that just really was impactful, you feel, to the community?
I have in mind for a lot of impact stories that we have. But also one thing that I can mention is I work with Food Bank Great Plains in a project called Cultural Food Plains, where a lot of immigrants was not feeling comfortable coming to the local food banks in the area looking for help. As we know, if you go to Walmart today, you will spend most likely maybe $300 to $400, and we come together as a leaders to give them the hope that they need. Yes, there is a food bank in the area where they can go and get some fresh foods, and a lot of them have a negative story where there is a bulk, there is a lot of frozen stuff that they can't eat, cultural, such things like that. We come back together to make that challenge go away for the community, and that actually went very well. Where we have seen in 6 months doing that, we have seen a lot of immigrant community, a lot of people of color coming to the local food banks looking for food, coming to our events where we're doing some food distribution. So that is a couple of projects that I think I was very proud doing it or involving it.
Wonderful. You talk a little bit there about the impact that you've had, which is wonderful. Can you talk a little bit about how you engage with others, either other nonprofits or other members of the community, to support the issues that you're passionate about?
Yeah, that is most of the immigrant community are oral society. They talk one another, and if you help one, the other person will also share the story, and that is how they come to the office. But also sometimes they call you. One of the things that my wife never likes is me getting a call at 1 a.m. and someone calling for problems and such things like that. Sometimes emergency, we have to go and help them. But mostly they come together for the gathering, halal stores and wherever they do some gatherings, and they share stories. That's how they get to us. Sometimes they call me. Sometimes a lot of them, most of the immigrants don't come with appointments. They just walk into the office and share their story, and that is how we.
Very cool. So with you receiving this award previously, we're looking forward here to the 2025 MLK Awards. How do you see your work continuing in the vision and mission of Dr. Martin Luther King?
It is, again, it's an honor, and my work is still going. Myself and my team are still in our 2 offices, one in Fargo, the other one in Moorhead. We also have other community organizations that we partner with. We work together. Sometimes we do referrals in and out. But this vision is fundamental for us, for the people that we serve, for the people that looks like me. And again, it's an honor for me to call myself, yes, I win that award. And also other community leaders in Fargo-Moorhead area, one thing I'll say is yes, I know everyone is working hard, doing better in this community. And we all doing that because we want to fit wherever we can fit. But come forward, nominate whoever you think is fit for this award, and it's a great honor to every one of us.
Wonderful. You speak a little bit about with your connections to the immigrant community through the work that you do. In what ways do you hope your contributions and your efforts so far in our community inspire others to take action towards social justice?
Yeah, actually, one thing I'll say is it's you see someone who need help. It's always good to stand by and help in anyhow that you can help that person. I know sometimes there's a lot of challenges come towards it, and sometimes I try to help a client. You know, being a leader in this community is not an easy. That's what sometimes I thought. Sometimes you end up to help a mom. Symbol as to interpret for this conversation, right? A mom where police is involved. This person is mental health. They try to harm themselves, and the parent family members are trying to explain that. And then the police is there. They're gonna take some actions, and they took that person away for a couple of weeks, and they think the person is better now. The person is home again, and again you are part of the conversation. You know, interpreting that person. Okay, how is that person doing? Okay, this is still a threat. This person is still trying to. They still have some suicide thoughts. Maybe they want to kill family members, such things like that. And you is still part of the conversation where the person is already taken their lives. And you will end up even going to with the families where police is showing the individual's body and all that. And that is what I call sometimes, it's not only other people to give awareness, mental health awareness. It's us as a leaders, and witnessing all that is also sometimes, the mental health is real. There's a lot to share in this community. So,
you mentioned some tough situations there, specifically with mental health. Can you expand upon that a little bit, like what you're doing in the community for mental health? You mentioned picking up the phone. Like what is your role? Can you talk a little bit more about that specifically?
Mostly my role is just a leader or maybe coordinate in between the two parties. Sometimes maybe just as simple as interpret, such things like that. But sometimes my role will come more than that. I am not a mental health professional, but sometimes I have to take the role where I have to give the awareness that they need, where the family, okay, you can tell mom has mental health, the kids have mental health, dad has it, but no one is coming forward. Where you have to, okay, you can have mental health, and you can go and look for help. There's a lot of resources in the area, such things like that. So that's what we do, myself and my team. And yes, my role is supposed to be just interpret what is happening in between them, but sometimes I have to go further than that and give them the awareness that they need.
Interesting. With, as Americans, as we've moved towards destigmatizing mental health issues and everything, what advice would you have to give to others that want to make a difference, either in that field or just in general with our diverse population here in Fargo?
One thing I'll say is a space that people will feel safe to share whatever they want to share. I am saying this because I have witnessed someone who have suicide thoughts last year in 2023, August, the same year, the same month. And in 2024, August, they commit one. So the thing is, what is the thing that bothered them this specific month? And that's what I'm saying. Okay, does people have a safe place where they can go back to share their story, where they can go back to talk the people that they want to talk to, or maybe just share your story. Okay, tell me what are you feeling? What is bothering you? Such things like that. So it is important to have a community conversation for the real thing that we are facing, real challenge that we are facing, and also make other person comfortable to share what they want to share. Sometimes you feel like we are all in this world, in this small city, but everyone is mad to one another for no reasons. Of course, everyone is tired. Everyone is going out of the house in the morning, coming back afternoon. But again, we can be a little bit more nicer than to one another, talk to the person, especially your neighbor. It doesn't matter who is your neighbor, but talk to them, make a friend to them, make them a little bit more comfortable so that they can share their stories. Safe place is one of the things that I'll say.
Well, thank you for your work in the community doing that, Connie. That's definitely doesn't sound like an easy job by any means. At a broader level, can you tell me what your hopes for the future of human rights in Fargo looks like?
In Fargo human rights, my hope is a Somali mom, a Kurdish mom, and a Liberian mom to feel more comfortable to come forward, talk to the problem that they face in the community. As a leader, yes, there's a lot of challenge that I face. Sometimes there's door that I cannot go in because of who am I. And I have to use my links, people that I know, for me to get in that door. And that's why sometimes I'm like, okay, this is me, Connie. I can call the mayor or whoever make this happen, and they are making happen. But how about the other people who have no idea? How about those who don't speak English, such things like that? So my hope is everyone in this community to have a safe space where they can come back, and they are very sure that we're going to take their story very seriously to look forward.
Well, thank you again, Connie, for your time today and for your work in the community. Again, if anyone watching has someone in mind that represents progress towards human rights in our community, please visit fargond.gov/MLK to nominate either a member of Fargo's youth, adult population, or a local business or nonprofit before our deadline at 11:59 on January 1st. Have a safe New Year's Eve, and we look forward to seeing your smiling faces at the Fargo Theater for the award celebration on January 20th.